The next thing we have talked about virtue. Now we're moving on to transactable value. That was the beginning because nothing that is going to last long, nothing great will last long if it's not founded on the right foundation. And that's why we talked about your value system, your virtue, the different kinds of virtue, both cardinal and theological. Now we're entering into the transactable value. Okay? Now this is how you explain what it is you offer to the world. So you've been given an idea, you've been given a blueprint, you've been given a vision, a mandate, an instruction. The world can only consume it at a level where they can interact. Meaning that a value, that idea, that business, that thought, that instruction is useful to you as it is to the individual if they can interact with it. Whether it's a product or it's a service. The first thing you must consider when you're trying to determine your transactable value is what can you offer the world that will completely transform their lives? Please write these questions down as much as you can. Because they're questions you're going to ask yourself and ask yourself critically. Don't be in a rush. The assignment here is a lot. It's a lot. This model, you sit with it. What can you offer the world that will completely transform their lives? And listen, I don't want you to say, I will do this for you, I will do that for you, I will do this for you. That's wrong. That's not transactable. Transactable is I find value as the customer and I'm paying you for transforming my life. So what you want to do doesn't matter to the customer until the customer understands what he wants to do for them. My friend Steve Harris always says, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. In simple terms, what I have been sent to do to you, you must press in to find out how valuable it is to the customer and communicate it in that language. Lofty ideas are great, lofty dreams are great, but what are you offering them that will completely transform their lives? Number one. Easy way to understand that is, what are you taking off of them in terms of burden? What are they struggling with that what you have been given is a solution to? Shikina, what are they struggling with that what you have been given is a solution to? Sometimes what they are struggling with, they may know, they may not know. So you need to be okay with that. People sometimes don't even know they have a problem until you begin to show them signs, symptoms, before they know, so I'm suffering from this. Yes. So it's okay if they don't know. But as long as you know that there's a struggle, there's a problem, and you have been given the solution, be clear about it. Right? The next thing is make a list of the value you can offer right now. Please write it wherever you're sitting. You have your notebooks, you have your jotter, you have your computer, your iPad. Write it. Make a list of the value that you can offer right now to somebody. Make a list of it, whether it's services, whether it's product, write it out. For some of you, you would have multi-dimensional ones. You have different branches under you. Yes, it's okay. God is like that. God is multi-breasted. So if you are made in his image, you should be multi-breasted, meaning you alone will have tree 1. Under tree 1, there's tree 2, tree 3, tree 3, 4, tree 2, like that, tree 3. Yes, it's permitted, it's okay. God gives the wisdom for you to be able to embody it all seamlessly. Seamlessly. That there's no conflict. So make a list of the value you can offer to people. Number 3, what exactly does it do for the customers or beneficiaries? I made this comparison, all beneficiaries, because some of you, it's not transactions in terms of take money, give me. For some of you, it's beneficiaries in terms of social enterprises, NGOs, mandates, visions, missions, right? So what exactly does it do for the customers or beneficiary? Now we're talking about your transactable value. What does your transactable value do for the customers or the beneficiaries? Number 3, what problems are they looking for solutions to? You are now going to pair the answer to this question with the solutions you have. The key to this particular task is you have to be honest. So if I say I want to help people get rid of skin rashes, and I do a survey of my market, and the market is only looking for bleaching cream, I'm sorry. It means that I have to speak the language the customer is looking for most times, right? For transactable value, right? That's what the market will tell you. The market will say, speak the language the customer is looking for to be able to get their attention. Do you see what I mean? That's what the general entrepreneurship rule or market principle will say to you. But why I'm highlighting this here today is not for you to just say what they want to hear for them to buy from you. No. But I'm saying you need to do a comparison to see where you're at in terms of what you're bringing to the table. So I have a list of things I want to do, but the customers are really looking for this. Compare to see where you're at. When you now see the gap that has been created by way of what you're offering and what they're looking for, you now need to be strategic in terms of communications. So meaning that you would look for a higher way or a better way to communicate that what you have is what they really need, but they don't know. Do you see the wisdom here? You now need to use a higher way to communicate that what what you have is what they really need, but they don't know yet. How do you do that strategically? Contents. Great contents. Content that explains, that breaks down, that talks about things. With content, you have to be very in-depth. In-depth. When I say in-depth, I know people have short attention lifespan, means that you'll find something to get them into a funnel, and from the funnel or into the community, you begin to nurture them into who they want to be. Do you see what I'm trying to communicate here? Now, the fourth thing is, what is the category of customers? What is the category of customers you want to serve? You can mention 3. Upper echelon, middle echelon, lower echelon, however, mention 3. I have 3 categories of clients. Kings, nations, and entrepreneurs. Kings, nations, entrepreneurs. Kings, nations, entrepreneurs. I'm clear. I'm clear. Now, under entrepreneurs, I can have mid-level entrepreneurs, low-level entrepreneurs. You just need to be clear. Mention the category of customers. Why this is very important is it helps you categorize your products and services by way of segmentation, market strategy, and pricing. It helps you categorize your customers by way of segmentation, right? Market strategy and pricing. How you market to somebody who is a king and how you package and price, it's not the same thing with the other people. Do you see? How you would speak when you're entering into an arena where a king is sitting is different from how you speak when you're entering into an arena when an entrepreneur is sitting. The former, you have to be intellectual and cerebral because they know what they're doing. You have to come with facts, numbers, figures, and you have to be visionary because that's the only thing they can connect with. For entrepreneurs, motivation, teaching, show them how, mentoring. For nations, solutions, show them solutions, active solutions. Where am I going as a nation? What do I need to put in place to make my economy work? How do I turn my country into a business? So when I'm talking to a nation, I'm showing you this is your country. This is what you can trade with in your country. This is what you need to fix to be able to get this. This is how to project this. That's how you talk. Understand your category of customers and talk to them in the language you want to be talked to when you get the opportunity. Preparation, success is when preparation meets opportunity. The work of God is to be able to create the opportunity. Your work is to be prepared. So sometimes God does not expose you unduly because he knows you're not prepared. One of the greatest prayers I pray every day is, God, what do I need to do to get prepared for the opportunities you have set beside me, ahead of me? The next thing is, what's the price point for each and what is your projection? What's your projection? What's the price point for each of these things, and what's your projection? How many people do you want to reach? How many territories do you want to conquer? Write these things and be very clear. What's the market structure you operate right now? And will it accommodate your projection? You see, this transactable value is deep. I'm breaking it all down so that you know exactly what to look out for. By the time you answer all of these questions, you will see that you have an extensive structure of what to look at, to flesh out, to conceptualize your product, your idea, your vision, your mandate, right? What is the price point? Okay, what's the market structure you operate now? And will it accommodate your projections? So let's say you have decided to do $1 billion. I'm giving an example. And you look at your market structure, and all you can do with your market structure is $1 million. You look at yourself and tell yourself, Loriro, it's a lie. It's a lie. Except God intervenes. Except God intervenes. Except God intervenes. Do you see what I mean? What investments do you need to make to create the market structure? Now, this is very important. What this goes to say is sometimes you will need to invest in coaching, mentoring, or just getting somebody to work with you to create a structure for your idea, a business, for your idea, for the business, for the product. You may need to sit with somebody or pay somebody or work with somebody to be able to create that structure for what you have been handed. God realizes that you need teachers sometimes. So what investment do you need to make to create this market structure that would help you, that will enable you accommodate the projections you have set earlier? Key. Moving on to the next thing. Your value is only consumable and acceptable if we can interact with it in the most compelling and the most compelling way, especially in the digital world. The digital world has made it very possible to handle different things at the same time and monitor it via technology. And of course, you have to have proper structures in place. What this is trying to say to you is, no matter the amount of things you have, your transactable value can be packaged in the quickest forms that people can see everywhere. Whether you sell products, you sell services. If you sell products, your products can be packaged. I mean, if you sell products, while you are doing your physical products and packaging it in physical forms, you can actually also do an extension of that physical product by teaching people how to do what you do, right? So make a list of the excuses you have carried for so long that is stopping you from documenting your value in books and courses. What I'm trying to say here in essence is every one of you who is listening to me today, there's something that you can write or teach. Let me say that again. Please, if you're just joining, mute your mic. Please, if you're just joining, mute your mic. There's something that you can teach either in a book or in an online course right now. Okay, that thing has happened again. Okay. That you can teach in an online course in a book that you can start with right now. There is something. As you're sitting wherever you are, make a list of potential things. Make a list of 10 solutions you can create wherever you're seated right now. Make a list of 10 solutions you can potentially create. And I'm talking about by way of your experience, by way of your exposure, by way of the results, by way of your current earnings or current business. What are the 10 things you can easily create now? Every one of you, please. Because every one of you needs to start producing results. The essence of this class today is conceptualization, execution, and result. How do you execute? I'm teaching you all of it right now. Make a list, 10 solutions you can create. And once you have made a list, beside each of them, write which one is a book, which one is an online course, which one is a manual, which one is a guide, which one is just a video explaining to people. Make a list right now, wherever you are. Beside it, write which one is books, which one is courses, which one is guide, which one is manual, which one is a video. Write it there. So from this class, all of you potentially should have products and services that you can give to the world, either for free or paid. You can even structure the 10 or 5 or 4 that you're able to come up with. If you're able to come up with 4, fantastic. That's a good way to start. The deeper you go, the more you start churning up. So if you're able to come up with 4, you have done great. What you will now do is structure which one will be the freebie, which one will be the freebie is a bait. You give to people to get them in, you show them the other one to move them deeper into the community management system. You see what I mean?